Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are building Instagram clone with ReactJS. Here on this tab you can see the one that I built by myself and it's looking identical to the original one right here. We're gonna learn how to create this with ReactJS. Today we are creating the login form, but in the next videos we will create the homepage of the Instagram clone, so you will learn a lot with me. If this is your first time watching, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification icon so that you don't miss videos like this one. And if you want to motivate me more to produce such content for you, you can now become a Patreon of the channel. Let's now open VS Code and start creating this Instagram clone from scratch. I have created a brand new project with npx create react app, and I have started my development server right here. And now the first thing we are going to do, we are going to create a folder right here. By the way, my server is running on the localhost port 3000, so we will return to VS Code right here, and we'll create another folder inside the source directory, and I'm gonna call this components. Just like this, and inside the components I will create the first component that we will create today will be the login.tsx form. Okay, and then I'm gonna create the basic template for that login component, and we will import this login component. So I'm gonna say import login from that / components login, and we will render it right here. So I'm going to say login with opening and self-closing tag, just like this. And when we save, it says can resolve component / login source. Okay, what's the problem right here? So import from dot slash components login tsx. All right, now we can see that we are rendering the login right here, the login component. Actually, let me do the following. Now I will make this smaller and I will reduce the screen size so that we can see what we are creating simultaneously. Okay, and I think that's a better approach. And here now we are rendering the login, but I want to get rid of this div with the class name of app, so I'm just going to return the login. Okay, we will delete the logo import, we don't need it, and we are now going to clear everything inside app CSS. So I will clear everything app CSS, and we will start by saying a basic star. And I'm going to say we will get everything, every element. We'll say border box sizing to be border box. Okay, once we do that, we will start styling the login form. Let's open Instagram right here and see the reference. Okay, we can see what we are going to build. We have two boxes with elements, one box and a second box, and these App Store and Google Play images. Okay, so inside the login form, now what we're gonna do is we will create a div. So I'm gonna say return, instead of login here, I'm gonna say div with class name of login dash container. Okay, and inside this login container we will have a div with the class name of box1. Okay, that's going to be this box right here, and then we will have another div with the class name of box2, and that's going to be the second box right here. Then we will have another div holding the get the app text. So I will say get /app box. Okay, And final div will be with the class name of app-store Google Play /box. Okay, and this will hold those two images right here. Okay, starting with let's bring the images that we will use for this component right here. So I'm going to say import app store image. So I'm going to say app store image from // assets, and then we will import the Instagram logo.svg.png. okay, then we will actually, let me make this smaller and let me increase the size of this again. Okay, then we will copy and paste a couple of times because we have 4 images in total. And here I'm gonna say Google Play, so Google Play image, and that's gonna come from /assets Google Play.png, and then we will also have the App Store image. No, we imported App Store image, Instagram logo. So I'm gonna call this Instagram logo image, and that's also from the assets. So this is Instagram. Okay, I made a mistake. This should be the App Store. So I will rename that to App Store image. App Store image, and that will be the Instagram logo image. So Instagram logo image. Okay, so we have the Instagram logo image, we have the Google Play image, we have the App Store image, and what else we need? We need the Facebook image. Okay, so I'm gonna say this icon right here. So I'm gonna say Facebook image, and that's the final import. So I'm gonna import it, Facebook icon .png. Okay, once we have those images imported, we can start with the rest. So let's work now on the first box. Inside the div with the class name of box1, we will create our div which will hold the logo right here. So what I will do is I'll say div, and this will have class name of box1 logo, and right here we will say the image. So we will place the image, and I'm going to say image source, and that's going to be the Instagram logo image. For the alt, I will say hash, and I will give it a class name of Instagram /logo. Okay, once I save this now, you will be able to see the logo, which is quite big, but we will reduce this in a moment. Okay, below this div we will have 2 separate divs, and I'm going to call them input boxes. So I'm going to say div class name input box. Okay, and those will hold the 2 individual inputs we have. Okay, in the first one we will say input, so input, type text, and the placeholder of this will be phone number, username, or email address, just like this. And the second one here, I will say input, and that's going to be of type password. Okay, we won't need this, and here I can say password, just like this. Okay, now we see them below, but we will fix this in a moment. Below these input boxes, we will have a div with the class name of login button box, and there we will place our button. So here below this input box, second one, we can create another div, and we can give this class name of how was the name of it? Login button box. So I'm going to say login button box, and here we will have a button, and this button will be with the class name of login button, and I'm gonna say login right here. Okay, now we did quite a lot so far, so let's style a little bit, and we may be able to see what we're building. So I'm gonna style it, but before that I will import the styles. So I'm gonna say import this CSS file right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to app.css, and after that we can start styling a little bit. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we will start with the basic login container. So I'm going to say dot login container, and this container will have a display of flex, align items of center, justify content of center, text align of center, flex direction of column, width of 100%. And remember, this is the div that is holding. Basically, we will make the login form appear inside a container that is taking the whole page. So I'm going to say height 100 VH, and once I do that, you can see that the items move to the center, and if I give this a border of 1 pixel solid red, you'll be able to see the edges right here, and it's taking the whole viewport currently. Okay, now we also have some more stuff to include right here. I think font family. So font family, I'm gonna call this Arial Helvetica Sans Serif. Okay, then after that we have the box 1. Okay, so box 1 will have a height of 400 pixels. Okay, so basically this thing right here, the first box, has a height of 400 pixels and the width of 350 pixels, a border of 1 pixel solid, RGB 219, triple 219, and that's kind of grayish color. Okay, now you can see the box here, but the logo is still very big. So let's fix this. So let's grab the class name of this Instagram logo, Instagram/logo. So let's say Instagram/logo, and this Instagram logo we can say for it a width of 175 pixels and a height 51 pixels and margin of 30 pixels top and bottom and 0 left and right. Okay, now you can see that the logo is inside the box and it's looking closer to what we have in reality. Okay, That's great. That's fantastic. And let's go back now and continue. Okay, so we styled the box 1. Okay. Let's see the code now. Okay, so far we have achieved up to box 2. Okay, to box 2. And we can continue creating the other elements that we have here. The button. We have the button, but we need to create those lines right here, and the R and the other one, and also the Facebook icon and login with Facebook, forgotten password, and then we will step into the second box right here. Well, for the second box, what we can do really, we can do it by just inside the box 2, we can just do a paragraph here, and I can say don't have an account, as it says right here, and then we can say span, and we can give this span a class name of sign up span, and here we can say sign up, because we will make the color of this text inside the paragraph a different color, so that's why I'm giving this a span element. Now if I reload, you can see it already here. I didn't need to reload. Don't have an account, sign up. Okay, that's the second box right here. So we did the second box. Let's continue with the rest right here. So what I'm gonna do, get app box. So inside the get app box, we will just say paragraph again, and we're gonna say get the app dot. Okay. Once we do that, we can see get the app appearing right here, and here inside the div, which will hold our App Store and Google Play images, we can directly say, hold on, let's grab this image. Okay. Let's grab this image and save some time for us. Come back right here. Come back right here. I'm gonna make this even bigger for you so you can see. And maybe I can reduce the size of, no, that's gonna be too small. I think. Okay, let's place this image and let's see. Well, we have the App Store logo first and then the Google Play logo. So I'm gonna say, for the first image, I'm gonna say App Store image, and then we're gonna say Google Play image, and we will give those class names. So first one will be app-store image, and the second one will be Google Play image. Once I save, they will be too big, as you can see, but we will fix them in a moment. All right, we have almost everything, except we don't have these lines in the or and these 3 elements right here. So let's go and create them. So below the login button box, okay, below this div, we will create another div, okay, and this div will have a class name of lines box, and inside it we're gonna say div with the class name of line 1. Then we will have a div with the class name of r-box, and here we can say r, and the last one will be with div with class name of line 1. Okay, and that's going to be empty div. Now we can see r right here, but we don't see the lines yet, and we will do that in a moment. We will style them in a moment and you will see them. Below the div, we can say another div. So below this lines box div, we can create a div, and we can give this div class name of Facebook box. Okay, and this box will hold first of all a span, and here we will have image, and the source of the image will be Facebook image. For the alt, I'll say hash, and class name I'll say FB logo. And below this span, we will have a paragraph with the class name of FB/link. Here we can say log in with Facebook. Okay, and below them we can have okay, let's see, forgotten your password. Do we have it? No, we don't have this one. Let's save and let's see what we have so far. Okay, apparently it's crap. Apparently it's crap at the moment. We have to style it, but we can see that below this login with Facebook, we have also forgotten your password. So we need to include that. And I'm gonna do this by going here, and inside below this div with the class name of FB box, I'm gonna say div forgotten password box, and here we can just output the paragraph and say forgotten your password. Okay, and I can give this paragraph a class name of forgotten password link, for example. Okay, let's save this, and now we can see that we have all the elements that we require, and let's go back and get this styled. I'm gonna open the app CSS and I will start styling it. Let me just get my code. Okay, now we have the first box and the second box. Let's reduce the size of the images first. Okay, let's start with the Facebook logo. So I'm gonna say FB/logo, and this Facebook logo, the Facebook logo will have a width of 15 pixels and height of 15 pixels, and once I do that, it's getting smaller. Then what we have the App Store image and Google Play image. So I'm gonna say App Store image and Google Play image, and those images, Instagram logo, the Google Play image in the App Store image will have the same width and height, and basically they will be with width of 136 pixels. Okay, and we're gonna give them height of 40 pixels. And I'm gonna copy and I'm gonna paste it for the Google Play as well. And now we can see them side by side. But for the App Store one, we'll say margin right 5 pixels, and for the other one, we'll say margin left of 5 pixels. Okay, and now we can see them separated just like that. Now let's style the box 2. So here the box 2, box/2, that one, the box 2 will have a height. So the height of this will be 63 pixels. so 63 pixels. The width will be 350 pixels. Okay, it will have a border of 1 pixel, solid, the same border as this one, as box 1. So I'm going to copy and paste it. It will have background color of RGB 255, which is white. So actually not, let's see, so background, okay. So box 2 has this background color. It will be with, let's see, display flex, align item center, justify content center, and text align center. That brings the text to the bottom, and we can say margin of 10 pixels top and bottom, and 0 left and right. And now we can see that it has the margin from the first box right here. All right, looking great. All right, what we are missing right here. So the box 2, okay, RGBA. RGB. The box 1, let's return to box 1 and finish styling it. We can say background color, the same one as this one. Okay, I have a different tool called eyedropper right here, and let's inspect. So this is RGB 255, 255, 255. But I don't see any white color right here. Okay. Let's continue with the rest. And we'll fix everything one by one. Okay, this box 1, we styled it, and then we styled box 2, and then we can now start styling the inputs. So here below box 2, I'm going to say input. Okay, and each input will have a background color of RGB 250, 250, and 250. And now they have this color. They will have a font weight, so I'm going to say font weight of 400, a line height of 18 pixels, and font size of 13 pixels. Okay. Padding here will be 9, 0, 7 pixels, and 8 pixels. And we're going to give them height, so I'm going to say 36 pixels height, and width of 260 pixels. Okay. Border of 0, and outline none, so I'm going to say none. And finally they will have margin of 10 pixels top and bottom, and 0 left and right. Now we can see that they are styled better. Okay. And they have a slight border, which I can see, and this is the same border which we have for the box. So I can paste it right here. Let's see. Yeah, now they have the border. Okay. Let's continue with the login button. So I'm gonna say login button, and this button will have border radius of 4 pixels, background color of hexadecimal 0095 F6, that's blue, color of, let's say white, just white, or we can go with RGB. If you want, you can say RGB. Let's do RGB again. RGB 255 255 255. Okay. By the way, the background, now you can see that as we gave some background to the inputs, now we can clearly see that there is difference in the backgrounds. This is white and this is gray color. Okay, we can also inspect the body background, which is again this 250 RGB 255 RGB. Okay, so the background of the boxes is white, but this one is 250 250. All right, that's cool. We can just say background color RGB 255 255, and that will make our box more visible. 25 25 25. Okay, now you can see. Yeah, so it's 250 250 250. Okay, so I gave to the login container this background of 250 250, and now my the two boxes that have the white color, they are more visible. So that was the problem. Okay, let's continue. Login button, what else? Padding of 5 pixels and 9 pixels, a border of none, a width of 268 pixels, okay, a height of 30 pixels, font size, so font size 14 pixels, font weight of bold, margin of 10 pixels top and bottom, and 0 left and right, and cursor to be pointer. When I hover over it, I want a pointer. As you can see, it's looking closer to the button here. All right, what else? Let's see. Now we are pretty close to the end, so we have to style the lines box. So the lines box, we can say dot lines box, and let's verify if that was the class name. Lines dash box. Okay, this one will be with margin, so I'm gonna give this margin of 20 pixels top and bottom, a display of flags, align items to the center, justify content to the center, a width of 100%, okay, a height of 30 pixels. I'll give this a height, and now we can see so lines box margin, display flags, align items, text align height, width of 100%, and then we have the can reduce the height of this. We can say 20 pixels right here, or even 10 pixels. Okay, Let's see. We have line 1. Line 1 will be with margin of 10 pixels top and bottom. We'll have display flex for this one. Line 1. Okay, with line 1 it's actually empty. You can say width of 106 pixels and height of 1 pixel. And if I give this a background color of db, so db, okay, we'll be able to see the line, I think. Okay, not yet. Okay, we don't have margin right here. We can say margin right 5 pixels. Okay, let's see why it's not appearing. Line 1. No, I know why. Because we set 1 pixel. Okay, we can see now the lines appeared right here. Okay, they appeared, but I want to reduce the margin between the logo and the input, because the text is getting below this stuff right here. So I'm gonna just say 20 pixels, yeah, or even 15 pixels, okay, because I want to fit everything inside this box. Okay, we can continue here and we can go back and we can say line 2 for this one and just copy and paste the style. So I'm gonna say line 2, but here we can say margin left 5 pixels, and then we can have the same looking as this one, but I can see that the text right here is smaller and the color of this is as well smaller. So we can say lines box what we can do, we can inspect this. We can inspect this and we can see what's the so this is with the color of hexadecimal 8E 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 13 pixels 13 pixels 8E 8E 8E. All right, we can say font size of 13 pixels and color of 8E 8E 8E, and once we do that we'll have the R in that color, and we can say also font weight, let's say 500 here, or bold, and we can see that it's looking closer to the real one right here. But there is more margin, so I'm gonna say 10 pixels and 10 pixels right here. Okay, and we will see a bigger margin right here. All right, let's go and style the FB box. So I'm gonna say .fb box, and this one will have display flex again, align item center, justify content center, text align center, and we can say, so this here, the icon and the text are two separate boxes and they are inside a parent which is this FB box, and I can say gap, and for the gap I can say 5 pixels. And now if I say that, you'll see that there is already a margin between the two boxes. Okay, and this looks amazing. Or even I can make it bigger. I can say 10 pixels gap, but this is too huge, so let's make it 8, and that's looking better. What we else need to do, we need to style the link. So I'm going to say FB link, color of hexadecimal 385185, font weight of bold, font size of 14 pixels. Okay, and again, cursor pointer. When I hover over it, I wanna have a pointer, and I have a pointer currently. And we need to style the forgotten your password text. So let's do that as well. We gave this a class name of forgotten password link, and I can say dot, so dot forgotten password link, and this one basically will be with the same color as this. Okay, and font size of 13 pixels and font weight of bold. Once I save that, we can see that it's looking actually no bold here, just like that, and it's looking the same as this. Okay, now we have the login form completed as per the Instagram original one. I mean, there are some differences, but we are not building a complete clone here, it's obvious, but it's looking amazing, and I think you can use it for your portfolio. Now in the next series we will continue working on this form, and we can prepare for this by saying here we can import the useState hook and have some states for the typing and stuff. So I'm going to say const phone. How do we call this one first? Phone number, username, or email address. Const. I'm gonna say that username. Okay, and say set username equals to useState hook, and we will have an empty string, and here I'm going to say password and set password. That will be equal to empty string as well, and here we can give those values. So I'm going to say value to be equal to username, okay, and I'm going to say on change, come on change, that's going to equal a function, and we're going to say set password to the event target value. Okay, and similarly we will say we will do the same for the other one, and I will paste them. So here the value will be password, and here I'm going to say set, here is set username, my mistake, so set username and set password. And now we are ready to proceed with the functionality, and we can also attach a handler to this button. So I'm going to say const login handler, and that's going to be an arrow function, and for the moment we can just say alert working. But in the next series, in the next video, we will actually open the homepage of the Instagram clone we are building. And we can hook this button by saying on click, how was the name of this? Login handler. Okay, login handler. Just like this, bam. And now you can see working. Okay. Yeah, we have done this amazing Instagram clone today, the Instagram login page, and in the next video we will continue by faking the request, or probably, I don't know yet, maybe I can make some Firebase backend. I'll see how I am with the time. But we will click the login button and we will open the Instagram homepage, and we will make this as well. So I hope you liked this video. If this is your first time watching, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also if you want to motivate me more to produce amazing content like this one, you can now become a patron of the channel. I will leave a link in the description of the video. You can check this out as well. Our community is pretty big, and you will learn a lot. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video today, and I see you again in the future.